With concert halls closed around the globe these days, many musicians find themselves silenced and out of work. But a program from Lake George, New York aims to give performers new audiences and new motivation. These musicians have all performed at the Lake George Music Festival, which invites about 60 people from all over the world to perform every August. Festival Artistic Director Barbora Kolářova joins us now to tell us about the Quarantine Concerts, a new effort to enliven our evenings at home with music while helping out musicians at the same time. Hello, Barbora.
Hi, Paul.
What is a Quarantine Concert?
Quarantine Concert is a concert that is presented by one of the alumni from the Lake George Music Festival, and they present these concerts from their homes or wherever they're quarantined at this moment.
And these are online concerts?
These are online concerts, yes.
And how did you come up with the idea to have quarantine concerts?
Well, I myself am a musician, and when everything started happening in the world and concerts and events started to cancel, I, of course, started to think how to keep music alive and how to keep performing, and not only myself, but how other musicians are going to be able to perform. So I came up with the idea that we could put together quarantine concerts, and our alumni from the Lake George Music Festival would be able to present concerts and keep being motivated to perform.
Accompanying me today is my girlfriend Erica Schwartz. She's a violist, but today she's making her world debut on the cowbell. It's a very important instrument. So without further ado, thanks for tuning in, and here is David Brubeck's Stereogram number 7.
And I understand all the musicians have performed at the Lake George Music Festival. What kinds of musicians are they?
So these musicians are alumni of the Lake George Music Festival. These are musicians that came in the past 5 years, and they're all classical music musicians, and it's really any instrument you can imagine. We had a bass trombone and harp, violin, and we'll have more like bassoon and more violins and flute. So it's really any instrument.
And for the people who've never experienced it, what would you like to tell us about the Lake George Music Festival?
The Lake George Music Festival is it's an artist retreat, as we like to say, and it's for young professionals and musicians just out of grad school. And it's different in a way that there's no division between faculty and students. They're all equal performers, and they come together for 2 weeks and perform in chamber music and orchestra, and they live with host families, so it really brings the entire community of Lake George together.
Fantastic, and now you're bringing a whole online community together with these quarantine concerts. And I understand that during the concert, people can actually make donations. Where does the money go?
Yes, people can make donations, and we'll divide the money amongst those musicians that sign up to perform and performed in the past.
So this is really helping out musicians. Why is it so important that we help out musicians right now?
Well, most of these musicians that perform at the quarantine concerts are freelance musicians, and all musicians lost a lot of concerts and performances for the next several months, and there's really no way for them to make any income. Because if, as a freelancer, if you have a concert canceled, you don't receive the money that you were supposed to. And so there's really no way of making money for these musicians. And so I think it's important we support them as much as we can if we're able to, because of course there's so many people that are in need. But I also believe that these concerts are important for musicians to keep them motivated and make them feel like there's still purpose for them to perform music.
I agree, that is so important. And I also understand that for the audience members, you have a special giveaway for the people who are donating.
Yes, we do. Everybody who donates to the Quarantine Concert Series will be given one free ticket to any concert at the Lake George Music Festival this August.
Oh, that is fantastic. And Barbara, you are an accomplished violinist yourself, and I hear that you also have your own violin concert coming up in the Quarantine Series. What can we expect with that?
Yes, I do have a concert coming up on April 30th as part of the Quarantine Concert Series. And my idea is to perform a piece from each continent, from Asia, Europe, and United States, and kind of have like a little musical journey around the world and bring the people together in a very different way.
Well, how do we see these quarantine concerts?
You can see the concerts on our Facebook page, on the Lake George Music Festival Facebook page. But you don't need Facebook to stream these concerts. You just need the link. And if you need the link, you can go on the Lake George Music Festival website and sign up for our newsletter, and we send out an email with the schedule and with the link before each concert.
And what if we miss one of these live concerts?
If you're unable to watch the concert online, live concert, then you can watch it on YouTube, as we put all the concerts on YouTube and they're there forever. So anytime you would like to see a concert, you can just go on YouTube at the Lake George Music Festival and stream one of the concerts.
That is so helpful. And thanks so much for helping out these talented people, Barbara, as well as for bringing such great music into our homes.
Thank you.
And you'll find links to the quarantine concert videos, plus a schedule of the live events at mountainlake.org.
Spotlight is supported by the Glenn and Carol Pearsall Adirondack Foundation, dedicated to improving the quality of life for year-round residents of the Adirondack Park.